Hello dear friends, my name is Jitendra Bafna. I am a senior MuleSoft architect. In this video, we are going to see what is match case in the DataWeave transformation. Match case is nothing, it's similar to the switch case which we have used in like Java or C# or C++ languages. Okay, so let me move to the MuleSoft documentation. So let's try to understand what is pattern matching and in DataWeave through match statement. So match functions behave like a match or the switch statement in other languages like Java or C++ and route an input expression to a particular output expression based on the sum condition. Okay, before you begin note 2.0 for Mule 4 apps, so refer like DataWeave 1.0 documentation set. So this is how the statement looks. A match case syntax looks like it takes input expression like and match and like case and like what is the routing expression, and make sure like at the end like what if you define all the case, like if some of the case doesn't match, it goes always go to the else statement. So it's mandatory to define the else statement also. So let me move to jump to the my DataWeave editor, so we can do some live demonstration. Okay, so basically I have like employee payload which contain name, salary, age and department. Okay, so I have 5 records. So basically I want to check like what is data type. I want to just make sure like I want to just make sure like populate the data type of the age. So what I can do for that, so basically I can either you can use the if else statement. So generally it's good, no it's a good idea to go for match case. So that is the easy option as compared to if else. If else make the code bit bigger, longer, and so better use this, or like you can handle much more condition using case match. Okay, so let me do one thing. So first I will write employee. Okay, I can write map. Why map? Because it's an array of items. So to iterate through each and every items in the array, we have to use the map object. Okay, or map operator. So in map always take two parameter, value comma index. Index is actually it contains the items in the value, and index it hold the index of each and every field. And I can use this error. Okay, how we can write the match student. So we have to compare the age. We want to check the data type for the age. So what we will do, so how we can access age, value dot age, then we use match. Okay, then curly bracket. Now I can say case is string, then say string. So I can say here I can define age type. Okay, I can copy this same statement, then else I can say no type. Here I can say number, and so basically I'm checking like if my case age type is string, then populate age type to the string. If it's number, then populate to number. If no criteria found, then populate to no type. So right now if you see age, everything is in integer format, or number format, so it populating like number. Okay, so what I can do is I can put double quotes on one of the age, so it should change to string in the output. So if you see, it changed to the string in the output. Basically the age type for the last item changed to the string. Okay, so even if you want to populate some extra field, so you can simply use name, value dot name. Okay, I don't know what's the error. It should come, it will come. So okay, so you can see name. Okay, name is also populated and age type is also populated. Okay, so next thing, so now if I change this true age true, so for true data type is always boolean, right? In that case it should show no data type. Let's wait, it's taking some time for processing. So A is true. Okay, the data view is down for the so let's wait while till data view comes up. So let me pause the video for some few seconds. Yeah guys, sorry for interruption. So welcome back. So if you see, so what I have done, like I put like I just changed this age to true, and what happened, so true is a boolean data type, and in this case we are not handling the boolean data type. It came as a age type equals to no type. Okay, so that is how you can use the match case in your data view transformation. We will see some more cases. So let me revert back to this age 41. Okay, and it should change to number now, so everything is proper. So now what I have to do, I have a three use cases. Okay, so basically if my age is less than equals to 30, I have to populate like eligible to take the credit of 10,000. If age is greater than 30 and less than is equals to 40, I want to you are eligible to take the credit of 20,000, else it goes into 5,000. Okay, so let me see how we can do that. Okay, so let me remove everything. Okay, so again what I will say, eligible, I can write eligible, this is the field. Okay, and I can say value dot age match. Okay, and I can say curly bracket. Now the first case, and like I want to read this age, so you can use any parameter n or whatever, or I can use age also, no problem. And you can say if age is less than equals to 30, then you have to say eligible for credit 10,000. I will copy the same statement and else eligible for 5,000. Age is I can say greater than 30 or and age is less than equal to 40, you are eligible for 20,000. Okay, and just close the bracket. So what you see, so 10,000 which age 30 which falls under the first case, so you are eligible for 10,000. 34 falls under the second case, 20,000. 40 like third and fourth are like age of 40, it also falls under the second case. So you can see eligible for credit 20,000, eligible for credit 20,000. Now there's a one case, one item which doesn't match any case, so it goes into else condition and it's saying eligible for credit 5,000. Okay, let me populate the name also. I can say name value dot name. Okay, so name is also populated. Now what I have to do, if like your name is Jitendra or Jim, okay, he is the superstar. If your name is Jackie, he is a rock star, and like else he's just a star. Okay, so what we have to write, we have to write a one more switch statement or case, sorry, match case statement. How we can do that? So put the comma here, and like I can say star type. Okay, and I can say value dot name match again, then two curly bracket. Then in this case what I can say case, so I want this value dot name, so where it can be str. Okay, and I can say if str is equals to Jitendra or str is equals to Jim, right? In this case he's a like superstar. Okay, comma, not comma. So just copy this statement and I can say else, this is the syntax. I can simply say else star, as I mentioned, if it's Jackie I'm not sure like whether I told that is fine. So I can say Rockstar. Okay, so let me check. So Jitendra falls under case category 1, so he becomes superstar. Like Jackie falls under the rockstar category. Okay, Ram, he is like, falls under not star, it should be star, so he falls under the star category. Then the Jojop is also fall under the star category. Jim must be falling under the superstar category. Okay, so we handle it like, equals to Jim. Good. Okay, so basically this is how you can use the match case statement in your data wave transformation. We have seen various match cases using this live demonstration. Okay, so if you have any question or any doubt, you can reach me via the comment section in the YouTube. And like if you like my video, just click on like and the subscribe button. Thanks for watching.